We're talking about
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TriadSportsCoverage.com and our broadcast of Salem College basketball. The Salem College Spirits are going to take on Agnes Scott College in a matchup today, starting at around, I would say, about tip-off the schedule for what, 2:05, Donnie?
It looks like about 2 o'clock. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the warm-up. We'll have our starters announced. We'll have the Star Spangled Banner, which is always my favorite. I'm excited about this game. Both teams this is the start of their conference play, and what do you like to call it, Alec?
In the GSAC, which is the Great South Athletic Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alec Hodges, and I'm here at Salem College with Mr. Donnie Baldrich, my co-host for this afternoon's basketball game.
Good afternoon.
So we are here. This is actually, if you're unfamiliar with my voice, this is actually my first game announcing for the Salem College Spirits. So it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm glad Mike gave me the opportunity to come out here and announce for you guys.
He's such a good guy.
Mike is actually, I think he said he was with the NCQMA tonight. He's down in Concord. Hold on, I gotta look at the text that he sent me. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, he'll be in Concord for the NCQMA banquet tonight. So that is where Mike Petaway is. And he sent the two goons to go cover this basketball game.
Well, I tell you right now, Alec, I think he's missing out because this is supposed to be a rivalry game between two teams. The team that won it last year, the whole conference, and their arch rival. I think it's going to be really exciting. Salem has struggled this year with a 1-9 record, and Agnes Scott. It sounds like they're going to be a good competition with a 2-7 record coming off of a loss just the other night. Going up against Berry College. The Spirits just came off of their last game against Virginia Wesleyan, where they scored the most points that they've scored all season with 71 points. And, Alec, I know basketball, you count by twos instead of in baseball where you count by ones.
Yeah.
But
unless it's a free throw.
There you go. That's right.
Or if it's beyond the arc.
Look, man. But 71 points is a lot of points.
It is a lot of points. And, 71 points is a lot of points. I mean, in any competition, whether it's basketball, especially football, it's unheard of in baseball.
Not unless you're playing like the Madden baseball or whatever they would call it now. What do they call that on the
show?
On the Xbox? It's called The Show?
The Show. MLB The Show.
Oh, that's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is winding down on the clock. We have 15 seconds. The buzzer will sound, and we will get into the national anthem and then into our starting lineups.
Let's take a quick break for a couple of commercials and pay some bills.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community. Financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
Welcome back to Salem College here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where we're about to play the Star Spangled Banner. So if you're at home, go ahead and stand on up and take your hats off and get ready to listen up.
Would you please rise and remove all headwear as we honor America and those who serve to protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
as they would say in Alec Hodges' sport of choice, play ball.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, and starting lineups are being announced right now. And it looks like first off is going to be for Agnes Scott is number 10, Jalexis Teamer. She's a first-year point guard out of Albany, Georgia. And then number 12, Care Bacon, a sophomore guard at 5'5", out of Ellenwood, Georgia. Number 14 is going to be Laniqua Collins. She's a first-year guard out of Byhalia, Mississippi. And then number 21, Keisha Simpson. She's a first-year forward from Chicago, Illinois. And it looks like, who was that, number 23? Wait, who was it?
Number 23.
Number 23. And there's 23, Siobhan Orr. She's a 5'7" senior guard out of McDonough, Georgia. Now for the Salem College Spirits, Michaela Sievers, a first-year guard out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Looks like number 13, Q Lewis. She is a junior forward from Hartford, Connecticut.
Still Lawless, number 21.
From Fayetteville, North Carolina. Number 22, Alexiana Bush. She is a sophomore forward.
And then to round out the starters for Salem, Zy Henderson, number 24, senior guard from Inman, South Carolina. And if you guys have ever listened before, that is Parker Southern's favorite player, Zy Henderson. We have had many conversations about her and her, I want to call it electric play, where she leads the team in steals. She led the team in points with 19 points last game. I'm really excited to see how she's going to play. The last time I was here, she was out with a sickness, it sounded like. So it's going to be a real exciting game to have the speed that she has out here on the floor tonight. When Q Lewis coming down and dominating inside the paint, it's going to be a real exciting game.
Yeah, this looks like Alexiana Bush. She looks pretty tall going up against number 21, Keisha Simpson. She looks like she's 5'10", if not 5'11", 6 foot.
Here we go as we're getting ready for the tip-off.
And she's calling for the play. She's going to dribble out to her right. She's going to hand it off to number 12, Care Bacon. Bacon will hand it off to number 23, or she'll pass it over to number 10, Teamer, who is going to pass it across the court, almost taken away. And there's a three-point shot, up and no good. Rebound, Agnes Scott. And there's an up and under layup, no good. Rebound, Salem College.
Rebound by Q Lewis, bringing it down the court past the half-court line. As you saw, Alec, right there, Zy Henderson got in the way, almost got a steal, jumping into the lane, and then almost got a loose ball.
There's a two-pointer for number 21, Crystal Lolis.
Agnes Scott with the ball down here on the court with number 12, Care Bacon. Bring the ball up to the point over at the top of the key. Pass the ball to number 23, or she's holding the ball, waiting for the play, guarded by Zy Henderson. Then pass the ball number 10, Teamer. Pass the ball underneath the basket to number 21, Keisha Simpson.
Ball is not going to go in the basket. It was rebounded by number 22, Alexiana Bush. And it's going to be pushed up the court. There's a three-point shot. No good. Rebound, Agnes Scott.
He's pushing the ball down the court quickly here. It looks like a quick-paced game right now.
And there's a loose ball picked up by Agnes Scott. Now they're going to bring it back out to the top of the key. There's a three-point shot.
Wide open three off the iron. Rebound. Q Lewis passes the ball to Michaela.
Q's got already, I think she's got about 2 or 3 rebounds already this game.
She really has a knack of just dominating down there in the bottom.
And Sievers walked. She was driving down the lane. She turned, she pivoted, and she was going to pass it out. to Bush, and she ended up dragging that foot and ended up getting a traveling violation.
She came down. It looked like she had something in mind, and then at the last second decided to pull up. And when she stopped, she just couldn't put the brakes on quick enough.
Now Teamer has the ball at the top of the key for Agnes Scott. She's going to look to drive. She's going to pull it back out, and she's going to pass it over to Bacon. Bacon is going to pick up her dribble. It's
Zy Henderson right there with the tip. She jumped right there in that pass lane, Alex.
She did. It looks like she's got a good vision of the game. She can see where the pass is going to go. She did a really good job of almost intercepting, and she tipped that ball.
Agnes Scott is bringing in their first sub for number 12. We're bringing in Natasha Banks, number 22, who's a point guard, first year. Bringing the ball down the court is Teamer for Agnes Scott. Tries to drive the ball in, passes it off to Banks that just came in the game.
No good.
Missed it. Trying the shot clock closing down. Michaela Sievers with the ball, bringing it down the court. Passes it to Collins. Collins driving the ball. Passes it back to Sievers. Sievers up at the top of the key. Passes it to Lewis, who wasn't ready for the pass. Turnover quick. Agnes Scott driving down the court. Number 14
and
with the
Collins went up for the left hand. No good. Rebound. Salem College. Picked up by Q Lewis. Q Lewis is going to take it down the court. She's going to pass it over to Sievers. Sievers is going to drive down the right lane. And she got fouled on the way up. Count it. Give her 2.
So far we have a 4-0 run by Salem just taken off, and now we have the chance to an old-fashioned three-point play by Sievers.
I will say this. There's a timeout over there by Agnes Scott. But before we go to commercial, I will say this. It looks like Salem College, even though the score says that they're leading, I still think Agnes is a little bit better conditioning-wise because they are running the ball up and down the court, I think, better than Salem is.
Well, both teams are fired up right now. Agnes Scott has had some open shots, just haven't had a chance to convert on these open shots and some fast breaks. But Salem's not giving them anything free. There was one open shot down here at the three-point line, but if you're gonna shoot the three, I'm gonna let you shoot it until you start making it.
Yeah, but conditioning-wise, I do think that that Salem is a little bit below Agnes, but the score does not say that.
That's right.
So Sievers will be at the line with one shot. And the shot is up, and it's going to kick off the iron off to the right. Q Lewis did a good job of trying to get that ball.
She's really battling for it. Agnes Scott bringing the ball down the court. Number 23, Orr, passes the ball to number 14, Collins. Passes the ball back to Teamer, who's going to reset the offense.
Yeah, 15 on the shot clock.
Pass down inside to number 21, Simpson, who shoots, misses, rebound. Agnes Scott, ball's tipped out of bounds.
That ball's going to be off of, I think it looked like Q Lewis, and she kicked it out, trying to go up for the rebound, and it went off of her. So Agnes Scott will have the ball down low. Number 23, Orr, is going to pass it in. She's looking to pass it. Intercepted by Zy. Zy Henderson's going to drive down the court. She's going to go up and just underneath the rim, and it kicks off, and Agnes Scott is going to get the rebound.
Number 23, Orr, for Agnes Scott, has the ball at the top of the key, waiting for Teamer to come up, passes the ball off. Teamer sets up the offense, passes to Banks, who's being guarded heavily by number 12, Amos. Another pass to Collins. Passes to Orr, drives it on the right-hand side. Missed shot. Q Lewis, rebound, long outlet pass to Henderson.
Zy Henderson, nice crossover move. She goes up, kisses it off the glass, give her 2.
So we've got us a little bit of a run here, Alec.
They do. They're on a 6-0 run right now.
Teamer bringing the ball down the court for Agnes Scott. Drives into the right-hand side all the way.
Good defense right there.
Missed it off the iron, heavily guarded by Q Lewis, but gets the rebound and then puts it back in for 2. First basket for the Scotties.
I will give Q Lewis props on playing defense down there. She challenged the shot, did not foul, which was key for that.
Alexiana Bush with a shot over here in the corner. Miss, rebound for the Scotties, pushing the ball all the way down the court to Orr. Orr's down in the corner. Passes the ball up to number 21, Simpson, who gets it back in. Tosses it down low to number 14, Collins.
Rebound, Q Lewis. And let's see.
Bringing the ball down the court.
Amos is going to dribble off to her right. She's going to cross over, pull up. And kisses off the glass. No good. Off the front iron.
Rebound Scotties with number 23 bringing the ball down the court. Orr
passes it off to number 21, Simpson. Simpson down low. Ball is tipped out by Q Lewis, and it's going to be picked up by number 21, Keisha Simpson.
Scores 6-4 with 14:51 left in the half. Amos bringing down the court, taking her time, letting the offense set up. Passes to Zy Henderson, rolls it to Collins. Shot
is no good. Rebounded by number 14, Collins. Collins is going to pass it off to number 10, Jalexis Teamer. And Jalexis Teamer is going to go up strong with the left hand. And now there's going to be a timeout from Coach Brittany Mahoney with the Salem Spirits. This will be, I think she called for a 30-second timeout.
We'll go to a 30-second break.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with Salem College basketball. And it is actually tied up right now, 6-6 with 4:20 remaining here in the first half. The ball is going to be dribbled up by number 12, Keena Amos. She's going to hand it off to Zaya Henderson. Back to the top of the key to Amos, over to number 21, Lolis. And she's going to go for a shot. Kisses off the glass, and it's going to be no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession will go to Agnes Scott. Ball's going to be dribbled up by Teamer. She's going to pass it off to Care Bacon right in front of us, off to her right. And it's going to be back up to the top of the key, up to number 23, or back to Teamer. Nice inside pass to number 21, Simpson. Simpson's back out. Nice crossover move. And the ball kisses off the rim. No good.
Out of bounds goes to Salem. Right there, the Scotties had a really kind of relaxed offense. I think that's what the coach just said right there during the timeout. Just relax, wait for your shot, get the ball inside.
And Amos is going to push the ball off to the right. She's going to stop. She's going to hand it off. And now she's going to get the ball back at the top of the key. To Q Lewis. And she's going to spin move. Basket does not count. And it's a traveling violation on Q Lewis.
She tried to do what I like to call the double Euro step. Scotty's with the ball, inbounding the ball with Miranda Arnold, who just came into the game. Teamer bringing the ball down the court, across the half-court line, met by Zy Henderson, playing some tight defense, drives into the left-hand side, also met by Q Lewis.
Nice D by Zy Henderson right there. She ran right in front of the the passing lane, and she just swatted that ball right out of the air. It was nice defense by Zy Henderson. That was an inbound pass to number 12, Care Bacon. Bacon back out to number 23. Orr is going to dribble off to her left. And ball is loose. Zy Henderson comes up with it. She's going to dish it off.
Look at that.
And give 2 points to number 21, Crystal Lolis.
Selfless play right there. Zy Henderson passes it to a teammate further up the court. It has an easy layup. Scores 8-6 now. Salem Spirits.
Zy Henderson is really doing a good job on defense down there. There's an intercepted pass by Q Lewis. She's going to hand it off to Lolis. Lolis is going to dribble up on the left side. Hand it off to Zy Henderson off on the left. And now she's going to dribble back around to the middle of the court. She's going to go up, and looks like she was pushed down there. And there's a loose ball picked up by Lolis down here on the Agnes. It's going to be on number 21, Keisha Simpson. Yeah, it is Keisha Simpson. And that foul was on the floor. So
goal for Salem.
Inbound. It was an intercepted pass.
Scotty's got the intercepted pass, or bringing the ball down the court, crossing the half-court line. Calling play number 3. Alec, play number 3.
Yeah, play number 3. I remember that.
Bacon receives the pass over here at the point. Tries to bring it inside. Passes it off to Arnold.
Arnold with it wasn't a very great shot, but
there we go. Zaire Henderson taking the ball down the court. Once again, passes off to Lolis with an easy layup. That's 2 assists right there for Zaire Henderson with the score of 10-6 with 11 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first half. Scotty's with the ball.
Teamer just dribbles around the Salem defense, dribbles right underneath the basket, goes up with an up and under move.
Look, Alec, I'm from Durham, North Carolina. We like to call that oop-de-oop on the park on the blacktop. All right, Salem with the ball now, doing some passing around the outside. Alexiana Bush tried to do a cross-court pass, intercepted by Bacon, who does another cross-court pass on a fast break to Orr. Misses a shot. Bacon with the rebound was fouled in the act of trying to put it back in. Looks like we have a couple of subs getting ready to come in with Michaela Sievers and
Crystal Lawless.
Bacon up into the free throw line, shooting her first free throw. Shot is up.
First shot is up and good. Coming in for Salem is going to be number 1, Michaela Sievers. And coming in for Agnes Scott is number 14, Laniqua Collins, and number 15, Lauren Alexander.
Bacon getting ready for her second shot. Ball is up.
Shot is no good. Rebound to Q Lewis.
Keeps the Salem on a 1-point lead at 10-9 with 11 minutes left in the first half. Sievers with the ball at the top of the key, dribbles around, waiting for an entry, passes it to Lolis. Lolis with the ball, drives it in, has it tipped, but Q Lewis gets the ball back, passes it to Zy Henderson over at the point, who's driving in, comes in. Bush with the rebound. Nice putback by Bush.
Nice crashing the boards. I don't think that was a pass to Zy Henderson, though. I think it was a pass to Bush.
Look, in the stats, we'll put it down as a pass. All right, Scotty's with the ball up at the top of the key with Teamer, met by Zy Henderson playing some real tight, scrappy defense.
Zy Henderson's going to pressure, and Teamer's going to dribble off to her left and go up with a left hand. She was hacked on the way up by Zy Henderson. Zy Henderson, I think that's going to be her first.
Look, high-energy defense means high-energy fouls. Let's do this.
That's only Salem's second team foul.
Teamer shoots her first free throw. Right in the bucket. Score is 12-10. Preparing for a second free throw. Shot is up. Just like the first, makes the second. So 12-11. Michaela Sievers bringing the ball down the court. Met by Kara Bacon. Passes it to Crystal Lolis.
It's like they're trying to go with a double team.
Q Lewis.
The Scotties are going to go with a double team, and they get the ball back. Teamer's going to dribble down on a fast break. She's going to go up, and it's going to be off the glass. No good. Hand it off to Zy Henderson.
Who's met by some defense. Gets it back to Michaela Sievers to reset the offense. Passes into Q Lewis. Every time the ball gets into the paint to Q Lewis, they just double down and crash on her.
Nice crossover move by Bacon off the steal, and she's going to put it up with the left hand.
This is the first lead for the Scotties, 13-12. Kayla Sievers bringing the ball down the half court. There's in a 2-3 zone here for the Scotties.
Scotties are definitely playing that, don't let anybody in here. Trying to get that outside shot. Shot is up.
That's how you do it. Alec, when you get into a zone, the way to get the other team out is you shoot them out of it.
Yep. Lawless with the 2-point shot there.
Teamer bringing the ball down the court, slows down the offense a little bit. Passes the ball to Kara Bacon. Dribbles on the outside. Inlet pass to number 21, Simpson.
There's a 3-point shot. Up and no good. Rebound by Lawless.
Fast break. Passes to Zy Henderson off to Q Lewis with a left-handed layup. 16-13 with 8:50 left in the first half.
Teamer's going to bring it up for Agnes Scott. She's calling out a play. And she's going to pass it off to the left side to Bacon. Bacon's going to dribble the left hand. Dumps it off. And going to be driven in by number 14, Laniqua Collins.
once Laniqua Collins got the ball down there, Coach Monet sat there and just started yelling, help, 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 looking for help defense. Her shot is up and off the side of the iron.
So number 41 is going to come in for Agnes Scott. Brianka Hackney. And second shot is nothing but the bottom of the net.
Laniqua Collins. Score is now 16-14. Salem guarding their home turf against their arch rivals, the Scotties.
So Severs is going to pass it off to Lawless, and she's going to be fouled by number 12, Kara Bacon.
Lawless passes the ball in to Severs. Inbounds the ball. Gives it to Lewis down in the paint. A nice little shifty move. And a layup. 18-14 Salem. Scotty's bringing the ball down the court with Orr running the point.
She's going to dribble off to her right. She's going to pick up her dribble. She's going to pass it off to number 15, Alexander. Alexander's going to pass it off to Bacon. Bacon back out to Alexander. She's going to the pass is intercepted by Zai Henderson. She's going to dish it off to Severs. And Severs with a right hand.
Tonight, Zai Henderson's new name is called Intercepted by Zai Henderson. Aggies with the ball on their side of the court. Alexandra with the ball, passes it to Bacon. Doing a little bob and weave here. Passes it to Orr, back to...
Yeah, it looks like they're doing the three-person weave here.
Kara Bacon drives the ball into the left, passes the ball back out to Orr. Long rebound.
Looks like Alexander walked right there. Ball is loose, picked up by Lawless, and she's going to dribble out of it. She's going to pick it up. Pass it off to Severs. Long pass right there. Severs up with the right hand off the glass, and it is good.
And we got a timeout on the floor, so we're going to go to a quick 30-second break.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Salem College, where the Spirits lead 22-14 over Agnes Scott.
I thought you were going to say where it's not Eastern. It's not
no
Western.
No.
It's Salem College.
No, ladies and gentlemen, we have fun here at TriadSportsCovers.com.
No, we don't.
Notice. I bring the fun.
Alec brings the fun.
I bring the fun.
Said I'm the straight man here. I try to keep everything straight. Well, we've got a 22-14 game with Salem College taking their arch rival in the first game of conference play for both schools. Alec,
that's like playing Michigan and Ohio State the first game of the season, or first game of. Or you have, Carolina and Duke, first game of the ACC.
I like
season.
to say Kentucky and anybody.
No.
Because everybody brings their A game for Kentucky.
Tell me one person that cares about Kentucky besides you.
My dad.
Okay.
All right, Aggies with Scotties with the ball. Bringing the ball down the court, passes it to Orr. Orr over at the point, passes it back to Teamer, passes to Bacon. Working this outside on the three-point line. Orr with the ball with the inlet pass to Alexander. Rebound shot. Good. Collins.
So Severs is going to bring it up off the right side. She's going to pass it over to Lawless. Lawless back over to Severs. Severs looking to pass. She's going to dribble up with the left hand, toss it up to Lawless, and she gets it. She passes it over the top of the key. Down to Zai Henderson, over to number 22. Bush up with a shot, no good. Rebound to Lawless. Lawless looking for the inlet pass, and it is swatted away by one of the Scotties. Agnes Scott passes over to Teamer. Teamer up with a jumper. No good. Rebound to Simpson. Simpson, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. She tipped it out, and it went into the backcourt, and Teamer ran after it.
Backcourt violations have got to be the most depressing thing to me.
It really is.
Once it crosses that line,
You're like,
you still chase it. I would just sit back down. All right, ball inbounded here to Sievers.
And Sievers is going to dribble off, crossover to her left, and hands it off to Zy Henderson. Zy Henderson at the top of the key, looking to dump it in to Bush. Bush is going to maneuver her way in. She's going to lose the ball. Now Bacon has the ball. Over to Simpson. Simpson back to Bacon. And she's going to dribble off her left hand. Dumps it in. No good. Rebound. Sievers.
It's 2-on-1 break here.
Sievers is going to be fouled in the lane by number 10. That's going to be Teamer. I think that it will be her first.
Scores 22-16 with 5 minutes and 21 seconds left in the half. Ball inbounded to Sievers. Sievers bringing the ball up to the top of the key. Passes to Zy Henderson on the point. Back to Sievers. Across to Lawless. Into Q Lewis. Back to Henderson. Into Bush. Bush pounds the ball in. Passes it to Lawless.
Lawless off the top of the glass.
Scores 24-16. Salem.
Teamer has the ball over to the right side. She's going to hand it in to Simpson. Simpson's going to drive with the left hand, and it's going to roll around the rim, and it's going to go in.
Simpson had one of those drives that you would see on the blacktop where you just kind of tuck your head down and you're going in for a left-handed layup.
Yeah. Score is now 24-18 with 4:38 remaining here. Got 18 on the shot clock. There's a shot by Zy Henderson, and it's going to be wide right.
Buffalo Bills.
Speaking of football, there are some football games today, which I will be watching. Now, Teamer will bring the ball up the court. She's going to call out a play, waiting for her offense to set up, waiting to get an open player. And she's got Bacon out to the left. She still has the ball at the top of the key, telling Bacon to go down low. And now Bacon has the ball on the right wing. She's going to drive in the middle. No good. But it's going to be rebounded by number 23, Orr.
And Bacon's on the floor right now holding her ankle. Nobody's calling anything. She looks like she just landed on it wrong.
Laniqua Collins scored on that. The score is now 24-20 with 4:02 remaining here. Both teams have yet to get into the bonus, so there are some fouls to be given out if need be.
Looks like Scotties are back in a 2-3 zone. Pass it into Alexandra Bush, who just powers her way into the lane and has a right-handed layup. Scotties bringing the ball down the court quickly.
Teamer pass it off to Simpson at the top of the key. She's going to go across the court
to Orr.
Orr is going to pass it off to Bacon. Now at the top of the key. Now the Teamer off on the right elbow. And now Bacon at the top of the key. Back to Orr. Orr on the left side. Pass is going to be, once again, it was intercepted by Zy Henderson. And there's a kiss off the glass by number 24, Adriana Figueroa.
That was
for 2 points.
That was with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. There was a lot of time they got taken off.
And I go back to that pass was almost intercepted by Zy Henderson. Now Q Lewis dribbling down low. She was fouled very hard. There's going to be a blocking foul.
I'm going to tell you, Q Lewis has been on the floor a lot tonight, and I don't think it's because of her own doing. That's the first time I've seen a foul called on the Scotties for her. So,
Keisha Simpson, the foul was on Keisha Simpson. And number 2, Brittany Howard is coming in. She is a 5'6" sophomore from Winterville, Georgia for the Scotties. Now the ball is handed in to Sievers, who dishes it off to Q Lewis. Q Lewis with a spin move off the glass, no good.
Scotties with a fast break coming down the court, sets up the offense.
Pass was intercepted.
Hey-oh! And Zy Henderson jumps into her own team's bench, over half the coaches. And, that gets applauded by me. When you want the interception that bad. Ooh, and a nice pat on the bottom from Michaela Sievers. Good job.
That was very impressive. I've seen I'm still sitting over there making sure everybody's okay.
Alex said, what just happened?
I can't see because the referee's there we go.
Teamer with the ball for the Scotties, met by Zy Henderson.
Over
Pass
to Orr.
Ooh.
And traveling violation. That'll be on Miranda Arnold, the 6-foot forward sophomore from Kennesaw, Georgia. And now Bush from the long pass from Severs. Severs now passes it off to Lawless. Lawless is at the top of the key. She's looking to drive right. She's going to pass it off to Severs. Severs dribbling to her left. And it's going to be an illegal screen on number 21, Lawless.
That looked like one of those UNC Chapel Hill men's basketball screens where they just kind of jab you with the elbow.
The only thing is that these girls go to class.
That's right.
They don't have paper classes.
All right. Teamer on the pat the head play. Passes it to Orr. Drives it into the right. Just gets met by
Ball is
Lawless.
loose.
Laying
Lawless.
on the floor.
Whoa.
There we go. The Q Lewis is coming over, patting Lawless on the back. Great play.
Wow,
Some good hustle defense.
She literally fell right in front of us, too.
And I was going to catch her. I'm waiting for somebody to jump over our table.
Lawless was on the ground, and one of the Scotties fell backwards, almost like you tabletop somebody. Have you ever done that before?
I always fake like I'm going to do it. I never do it.
Severs is dribbling around. Ball is almost intercepted. Now Q Lewis is going to pass it down low to Bush. Bush could not handle that pass. That pass was...
It had some heat on it.
Now Teamer is going to pass it off, and Arnold goes up with a right hand. Miranda Arnold. Score is now 26-24. Salem College is still leading here with 1:20 remaining, 22 on the shot clock. And Severs is at the top of the key, dribbling around. She's going to pass it off to number 5, Shaniqua Collins.
Passes into Q Lewis on the right-handed side. Nice, easy layup. Brings the lead back up to 4 and 28-24. Salem. Scotties are not wasting any time getting the ball down the court.
Teamer with a three-point shot off the front of the rim. Oh, there are bodies flying everywhere tonight.
Scotties with a layup with Brittany Howard laying out, trying to get the ball back in. Bounces it off of Severs to remain possession over on this side of the court with the Scotties. Or to inbound the ball.
And Collins guarding the inbound pass.
With some scrappy defense. And
intercepted by you-know-who, Zy Henderson. Spin move up with the left hand. Give it to her. She was fouled on the way up.
There we go. Once again, the spin to the oop-de-oop. And nothing but hugging and high fives from Salem. We're under a minute now with the score 30-24. Zy Henderson going in for the old-fashioned three-point play.
At the strike for the Spirits of the 24, Zy Henderson.
Shot is up. No good. Rebound. Scotties. And immediately Zy Henderson goes after and plays defense. And Teamer shoots it. Doesn't even touch rim. Rebounded by Salem College. Severs is going to dribble off to her right, dish it out. And give it to her. Shaniqua Collins goes up, kisses it off the glass, and she was fouled.
See, she did my favorite move, the pump fake. If we had more pump fakes in athletics, I swear. Yeah. Score is back to the highest lead it's been all day, 32-24.
With 33 seconds remaining, shot goes up, and it is good. Give it to her.
She buries it, so 9-point game.
And just like that, Salem College has brought it out.
We got 27 seconds left on the clock. Teamer's just waiting. Looks like they're going to wait and try
it looks like they're just going to run the clock out for the last second shot. She's going to set up a play. She's going to hand it off to number 14, Collins. Collins is going to go up. No good. And it's going to be a jump ball possession. Alternating possession goes to Salem. So Zy Henderson will inbound the pass to Severs. She's going to roll it, so they save some time.
7 seconds left.
Gets it across the timeline. Ooh, she did. It was over and back.
Ooh. Zy Henderson questioning the referee's call for this over and back. There's a wild pass from Severs. It looked like she might have passed it back. Hard to see from our angle. I'll give the benefit to the people in stripe.
You mean the three blind mice?
And that is the half. With Salem 33, Scotties 24. 9-point game. We're going to go to a quick minute-and-a-half break, and we'll be back with some funny jokes from Alec Hodges.
Oh.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community. Financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we are back here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It is a brisk 36 degrees outside, Alec.
At least it's not, 6 or 7 like it was the other day.
That's my favorite. You turn on ESPN or you turn on NFL and they talk about the weather.
Yeah.
That's I feel like.
It's like, is this the Weather Channel?
The Weather Channel. So coming in from the front, we have a cold. All right. We have a basketball game here where we're indoors, and I think it's sunny with a high of 75.
Sunny and 75.
Sunny
really?
with the high of 75.
Okay.
Tossing to you, Alec, with the stat sheet.
I do have a stat sheet in front of me. Let's see. We have some. I'll give some team totals for Agnes Scott. They are 11 for 36. Field goals, 3 points. They for 3-pointers they are 0 for 4. Free throws they are 2 for 5. Offensive rebounds, they have 9, and defensive rebounds, they have 9. So they have a total of 18 rebounds. And let's see, for Salem College, they are 16 for 28, 0 for 1 3-pointers, and they are 1 for 3 on field goals, or free throws. They have 2 offensive rebounds, 13 defensive rebounds, for a total of 15. And let's see.
Look, man, down there at the end, there's this big 6. What does that 6 stand for? Steals. And who's leading the Salem Spirits with steals?
Zy Henderson, the one and only Zy Henderson.
It's steal by Zy Henderson. Interception. I tell you,
it shouldn't be STL. It should be INT.
Oh, interception.
Or pick 6.
Well, it would be a pick 2 here.
Or pick 2.
In the indoors, we do by the pick 2s.
So Donnie has promised us that he will do some funny jokes.
Some funny jokes after our next break.
Let me guess, we're not going to take another break.
Not for the rest of the day. I'll still be here tomorrow at 2:40 p.m. broadcasting with no breaks. Alec, what have you seen so far in the first half between the Scotties and the Spirits?
Well, I will say this with this interesting stat down here. Agnes Scott has 14 points in the paint, They have 6 off turnovers, 7 off of second chances, 0 off of fast breaks, and 2 points off the bench. The number that stands out is in the paint. Compared to Salem College has 26 in the paint, 6 off turnovers, 2 off second chances, 0 off of fast breaks, and 5 off of the bench. So what it's telling me is that the second chances here for Agnes Scott, they're getting not the majority of their points from second chances, but they are getting more than Salem College. And in the paint, they aren't doing quite so well as Salem. With Salem having 26 and Agnes Scott having 14, I will have to say that Agnes Scott, for them to come back in the second half, they need to penetrate the ball inside the paint and go up for high-quality shots as opposed to, going up and trying to get fouled.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the things that I've noticed throughout the season with Salem is just kind of like a struggle to get offensive and defensive rebounds. And right now they're close with 15 rebounds versus the Scotties 18. So they're keeping it tight, and that's one of the things that we've talked about all season was getting position, getting rebounds. Looks like that they're taking their offense and their defense and kind of contracting it in towards that lane and just demanding the paint, as we see right here with points in the paint.
So with those, there were only 2 times when they got an offensive rebound that they didn't score.
Exactly.
So that's pretty impressive in my book. And, as opposed to the 2 offensive rebounds that Salem has, and they've scored both times. If Salem can up that off their second chances and lower the in the paint scores, they'll win.
That's right. Scotties are definitely pushing the ball a lot. They're a quicker team, it looks like, just coming down the floor, but not necessarily a quicker team when they get to their half-court offense.
Right. Well, here at halftime, we are 8 minutes and 38 seconds away, and the score is 33-24. My prediction at the beginning of the game has been proven wrong, and that Salem College, I guess they just got off to a slow start in from my vantage point, but now that they have gotten out to a 9-point lead, I wouldn't say that it's over yet. It's far from over, but Salem College, if they continue to play like this, there's no doubt in my mind that they have a good chance of winning.
Now, Alec, you're an athlete. You've played sports through high school. You've gone on to the collegiate level. What does it mean when you play your rival?
Oh, man, there's a lot of things, especially when I was in high school. One of the biggest games I've ever played in was when we played against East Forsyth. And I to this day, East Forsyth, I can't stand to look at that ugly, crappy navy blue, which I'm wearing today, and silver.
Sad.
Well, that combination of the navy blue and silver, I can't do it.
That's okay. I'm wearing some Carolina blue, and I got to tell you, it turned my stomach when I put it on.
But it's amazing the feelings that you get inside, whether it's nerves or whether it's just excitement. There's just nothing like it. It's so hard to describe because it means something to the school. It means something to the history books of rivalries. It means something to the fans. Going out there and having the bragging rights to say, hey, we beat you. Mm-hmm. We beat you on this date. Now, granted, we'll play East Forsyth probably 2, 3, maybe 4 times, depending on, what playoffs are like or what tournaments we play at spring break. But there's nothing like it, especially on a Friday night. After everybody gets out of school, you'll have, I think, one time when we played East Forsyth in the 4th round of the state playoffs in 2010, I think there were no parking spots at Glen. The bus lot was full. The student parking lot was full. There were cars lined up on the road, and there was a softball game there too. There was the 3rd round of the softball championship at Glen. I think there were police out there, and they estimated there were 6,000 or 7,000 people there.
There you go. Fan participation is humongous. I know that when I would get out and there would be a big crowd, just the first time I would hear the crowd would ignite me, and I would play beyond myself. And I would know, all I knew is that if I threw myself on the field, if I laid out for everything, that that not only would we come out victorious, but I would just feel good about myself.
I mean, we had people walking back and forth. Like, there's a little area between the softball and baseball field. We had people walking back and forth watching both games. I think there was North Davidson, who always brings in a big crowd wherever they go. Softball-wise, they're a nationally ranked team. They were over there. We had Glenn Softball, which, always brings a big crowd, a big fan base, big parent support. And, of course, your Glenn and East baseball rivalry is huge.
Yep.
Especially that's back when Alan Plaster was coaching and Coach Fowler, they even their rivalry goes back to high school. They couldn't stand each other. And so it's just the history of it. No describing it whatsoever. Words can't describe any of it.
That's right. Well, we're going to go take another 1.5-minute break here. I'm not going to tell any jokes on the way back, but right now the score is still, considering it's halftime, 33 Salem, 24 Scotties.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. If you've forgotten my name and my co-host name, I am Alec Hodges, and alongside me is Donnie Baldrich at our wonderful sound booth / table.
I like to call it our sound table.
Sound table. There we go. Combination of the two.
All right, Alec, what does Salem need to do to continue their play here in the second half? What do they do to bring home this victory here to be their second victory of the season?
I say they they don't necessarily have to shut down the paint. They can allow a few shots in the paint. But I think they need to do a better job of getting rebounds and second chances off of offensive rebounds. Is the numbers, like I always say, numbers don't lie. You look at Agnes Scott; they have a lot of points off of second chances. So you look at it, and with Salem College only having, they've only scored twice off of second chances. They need to do a better job, and I think that's what could seal the win for Salem College.
That's right. Salem College slowing down the Scotties offense. That's just a fast-paced offense coming down. Kind of wily. If they can slow down just the transition right there, the defense for Salem is what has got them the game. Off of the turnovers, off of the steals, fast break down the court, and we have a 9-point game right now. There's your difference right there with just Zy Henderson's steals to fast breaks. She's got 4 steals that turned into fast breaks that turned into layups.
Yeah. I also think they need to tighten up a little bit. Make more and make better efficient shots as opposed to driving in the lane and trying to throw it up and make a miraculous shot.
That's right, but with as few 3-point shots as they've taken, they are definitely coming into the arc, going into a higher percentage shot. It's not. Sometimes their drives, their finishing is a little off, but they're still coming into the paint to get a better shot instead of hanging out at the three-point line and just throwing up a prayer.
And that's kind of what I meant, was taking a more efficient shot by controlling yourself going into the lane or going into the paint, as opposed to kind of flying everywhere, just driving as fast as you can, going in there trying to penetrate, make efficient passes to get an efficient shot.
That is right. Well, we're winding down here with 15 seconds before the buzzer to start the second half. I know I need some Gatorade. These girls have got to be working hard.
Hey, they got some over there. You want to go get us some?
No, I'm scared of it. That's way over there.
I was honestly debating on whether or not to go get some earlier.
All right, Scotties are going to get the ball first to start off the second half.
You got 20 set up on the clock, and the second half is underway. Scotties pass it in to Siobhan Orr, who's going to hand it over to Alexis Teamer. Teamer is going to go back to Orr. Back to Teamer, and it's going to be deflected.
It was just an errant pass.
I thought it looked like it was deflected by Collins down there.
Well, either way, it's Salem's ball with Michaela Sievers bringing the ball up the court. Teamer meeting her right at half-court line, putting some heavy pressure on this offense.
And there's a steal by Collins. Collins is going to dribble up top of the key. He's going to hand it off to Bacon. Bacon looks to pass it to Teamer. Teamer's calling out the play. She's going to dribble off to her left. Now Orr is going to dribble to her right. Back to Bacon. Looks like they're going with a three-person weave. And Bacon pulls up with a jumper. Give her two.
Shoots it over Zy Henderson. Salem with the ball now, bringing the ball down the court is Michaela Sievers.
And Sievers is calling out the play. She's going to pass it off to her left.
Scotty's
to Lawless.
Scotty's back in a 2-3 zone here.
Now Zy Henderson looking for an inlet pass. She gets it. And now Bush gets the ball with the assist from Q Lewis.
With her body type and with her height, if she just gets the ball down there on the block, I swear there's nobody who's going to stop it.
Nice block by Bush down there. Now Lawless is going to pass it over to Sievers. Sievers is going to go to
Bush with range off the front of the iron. Lawless on the floor going after the rebound. Scotty's with the ball, pushing it down the court as Orr slows up, waits for the rest of her team to come out, passes it to Simpson, over to Teamer on the point, who pushes it into the paint.
She loses it. And Sievers, she was trying to go after the ball, lost control over it, and I think somebody kicked it. Oh, no, somebody fouled. It looked like somebody kicked the ball.
Receivers with the ball, bringing it down the court for Salem. Score is 35-26. Salem Spirits. Passes it to Q Lewis, who passes it to Zy Henderson at the top of the key. Q Lewis kind of weaving through. Lawless coming up to the top of the key, driving in on the right-hand side against Bacon. Gets it partially blocked.
Q Lewis gets the rebound.
With the rebound,
she gets her own rebound.
Lawless jumped up there and just tapped it back out of the Scotty's hand and right into Q Lewis. Sets back up the offense for the Salem Spirits.
That's a foul.
You saw it, I saw it, and the men in stripes saw it too.
The Zebras. Foul's going to be on number 14, Laniqua Collins.
Lawless will inbound the ball underneath the Salem basket. Passes into Q Lewis. Q Lewis shoots it off the backboard and off. Bacon with the rebound and off to the races. She's got Michaela Sievers guarding her tight. She jumps into her body, rolls it in on an easy layup, and gets fouled in the transition. And that's one of the things you got to do is when you're going in for a drive, you put your body into the defender, and the referee will call a foul for you probably 90% of the time.
Yep. And now Amos is going to come in for Sievers.
Bacon with her extra free throw.
And it is good. So your score is 35-29 with 17:30 remaining here in the second half.
With Amos bringing the ball down the court for Salem.
Amos is going to cross over. Nice crossover move to almost break the ankles of Bacon. Down to Zy Henderson, who's going to dish it off to Bush. She lost handle of it, and the possession will go to the Scotties.
Zai looked like she was coming in and just lost track of where she was and just stopped and tried to get the ball back into play. Salem out here on defense. Ball is in Bacon's hands on the wing. Gets a pick from Teamer, who drives it in across the lane. Shot up over Henderson and in. Scores 35-31, Salem.
That was a nice shot by Bacon there. And now Amos is going to dribble off to the right. Zai Henderson right out in front of us. Out on the right wing. Now back off to Amos. To Q Lewis. She's going to go up and under. She's going to lose the ball, but Amos goes out and gets it. And she regains the ball. She regains possession with 8 seconds left. She's going to hand it off to Lawless. Lawless with a jumper off the iron. Resets the shot clock. Rebound. Q Lewis shot up by Amos. No good. Zai Henderson up with a rebound and loses it. Now picked up by Orr for the Scotties. And now they regain possession. And just like that, they turn it right over.
Simpson throws it way over the head of Teamer, goes out of bounds. Salem gets the ball back. I don't think the Lady Spirits have scored a point yet in this half. With 16 minutes, 9 seconds left. Score is 35-31. Amos with the ball at the top of the key, sizing up her man. Oh, and the referees are calling a push-off on Lawless, trying to get open with some really tight defense by Bacon. Looks like the football game started early.
I think so.
All right, Scotty's with the ball, going to inbound it. Looks like Lawless is going to take a second to get some of this heat off, and they bring Severs back in.
So Lawless... Oh, no, not Lawless. Teamer, excuse me. She's going to drive down the right, and she's going to lose the ball, trying to throw it out. Severs now dribbling down the left, on a fast break. She's going to pull up, and then she's going to spin move and drive. And she was fouled going on the way up, so she will be at the line with 2 shots. That was a nice move. Nice,
it's the
nice
Euro,
effort.
It's the Euro step, man.
It was a nice effort to get up and under the basket. What'd you call it?
The oop-de-oop.
The oop-de-oop.
All right, Severs taking her first free throw.
And bounces off the rim onto the glass and hits the floor, and no good.
During halftime, I saw her just kind of working on her free throws, just trying to see the ball go through the hoop. When you get a shooter and they see the ball go through the hoop, that means the world to them. Second shot.
And it is up and good.
Up and in. There it is. Scotty's with the ball, bringing the ball down the court as Teamer passes it to Orr up at the wing, passes it back to Teamer at the top of the key, who's met by defensively Michaela Severs. Passes it to Bacon at the wing, guarded by Amos, who tries to pass it to Banks. Some tough defense over here by Q Lewis, trying to lay out to intercept the pass, taps it out of bounds. Scotty's ball.
Yeah, Q Lewis did a fantastic job sacrificing her body to go get the ball. Now she's playing some defense on the inbound pass. Now it's inbounded now. Intercepted by, once again, Zai Henderson. That's 5 interceptions for her.
I think that was tapped out by Q Lewis straight to Zai. It was a great team effort.
And now, just like that, Bacon steals the ball right back, and she is fouled on the floor. Ball will remain with the Scotties.
Looks like it was a trip. Looks like Zai Henderson their legs got kind of caught up.
I think the turf monster or the wood monster got her.
This game is going to overtime. All right. Foul was on the floor before the shot. Scotty's inbounding the ball underneath the basket with Orr. Passes into Banks. Banks with a quick shot on the baseline.
No good.
She misses. Rebound. Bush passes to Severs. With her whole team in front of her, she's just pushing the ball down the court. Passes it to Henderson. Passes it off to Q Lewis. To Amos with the shot. Off the side of the iron. Rebound. Scotty's pushing the ball down the court is Teamers. Slows it up at the wing.
And now Teamers will pass it off to Collins at the top of the key over to Bacon. And Arnold looked like she had a good position on the post. And now the ball's back over to Teamer out on the right wing. 9 seconds left here on the shot clock. Bacon's going to drive with the left hand, and she's going to pass it off to number 14, Collins. And the shot was no good.
Or with the rebound, it looked like she landed halfway out of bounds, halfway in bounds. Salem ball, inbounding the ball is Michaela Sievers, passes it to Amos, back to Sievers to bring the ball down the court. Looks like she's going to be met right there at the half-court line by Teamer.
Yeah, they're playing a 1-3-1 zone right now, or a 1-2-2. It looks like they were, but now they're back. They're playing man-to-man. Nice save by Zy Henderson from it being a backcourt violation. And
passes it to Q Lewis, who passed it into Bush with some scrappy defense. It was a hot pass. It was a great pass, but it was really hot. Bush couldn't handle it.
I don't think that foul was on Bush, though. I think that foul was on Amos.
Oh.
No, I'm saying, I think the referee called it on Bush as opposed to Amos, because Amos was sitting there trying to get the ball out.
Yes. There's some scrappy defense that we're seeing right here. It's time for a commercial.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
And ladies and gentlemen, we cut to commercial because there was a timeout. I don't know whose timeout it was, but we are back now.
It's a very timely timeout.
The very timely timeout. Say that 10 times fast.
It was a TV timeout. Timely TV timeout.
It was a radio timeout is what it was.
That's right.
So the Scotties will inbound the ball to Teamer. Teamer is going to get across the timeline. She's going to be met by Sievers. And Teamer just crossing over. She's calling out a play. She's going to hand it up, pass it off to Bacon. Bacon's going to dribble up to the left with short jumper. No good. Rebounded Q Lewis. Dishes it out to Amos. Amos going to cross over where she was met by Bacon. Now over to Sievers. Sievers going to pull up. And no good off the iron. It must be something with that rim.
It must be. That looked like a really good shot. Scotty's pushing the ball down the court real hard. Or passes the ball across the court to Teamers for an easy right-handed layup. Score is now 36-33. Still Salem Spirits in the lead.
Sievers is going to bring the ball across the timeline. She'll pass it off to the left to Zy Henderson. Zy Henderson's going to drive. Looks like she got hit.
In the face.
In the face.
And she's still holding her face. She's back here on the other side of the court while the whole game has left her. His official timeout here for an injury.
And Coach Brittany Money was screaming at the referee to blow the whistle because she looks like she got elbowed in the face.
Yeah, Trish Roberts over here for the Scotties was not happy about this official timeout.
Whether she's happy or not, she's going to have to deal with it.
That's right. Zy Henderson getting some assistance over here on the bench. She's sitting down for right now. Scotty's inbound the ball to Teamer.
And Teamer is going to call out a play. She's got Arnold wide open on the top of the key, and she loses the ball off of somebody's foot. And now Sievers will pick up the ball, and she will cross over to the right. Looks for the screen. Now Shanika Collins has the ball. She was going to pull up for the three, but she pulled it back down and handed it off to Sievers. Sievers to Q. And Q is going to drive. She's going to pass it back out to Collins. No good. Rebounded Q. And she's fouled hard.
And it's pretty heated right here. Arnold came down on top of Q, and Q definitely not happy about that. She hasn't had a lot of calls go her way, and you can start to see this frustration right here kind of welling up in these girls. It's a heated game here.
Keep in mind it's only a 3-point game, too.
Officials trying to slow down the intensity of this game right here. We got Collins inbounding the ball underneath the basket.
And Collins is going to pass it out to Q. Q's going to pass it out to number 2, Hannah McBride. McBride into Bush. Bush is going to pass it out. Now Collins with the ball into Bush. Bush is going to go up with it. No good. Rebounded by Q Lewis with the left hand.
There we go. That was a big possession right there with 12 minutes left in the game. 38-33, Salem.
That was their first bucket in a while. And that's going to be a charge on number 14, Laniqua Collins, who committed the foul.
Q Lewis moved her feet. She got set. Collins kept going. And Q gave up her body. She's definitely getting into this game now. She's been kind of quiet today.
She has.
It's kind of been the Zy Henderson show, but now Q Lewis is starting to show up here in the second half, which is really important to have that bang-bang kind of offense.
Now Severs is going to be met by Teamer. She'll dribble off to the left. Now she's going to cross back over to the right. Collins just got almost like she got hit. And she's going to drive. She's going to pass it off. And it's going to be off White. And that's going to be Scotty's ball.
Looks like Salem had a little bit of miscommunication there. Collins saw something. Q didn't quite see it. And Collins made the pass anyway.
Wow, that was a luck shot. She just threw it up and it went in.
Simpson for the Scotties has the basket. 38-35 Salem.
Collins goes up, and she is fouled hard. She was tripped. She goes down. She's got that knee brace, and she's not very tall. But for her height, she got in there pretty good. First shot is up and good. So it's 39-35 with 11:15 remaining here in the second half.
Collins is a shooter, and like I said before, when you get free throws and you're a shooter, you get to see that ball go through the hoop, and that's really important. It gives you confidence for your next shot. Second
shot by Collins. Up and good.
And it's no doubt that those are going down. It did barely touch the rim, just hit the strings.
So Teamer is going to run the point for the Scotties. She's calling out the play. And it looks like they're going with the three-person weave. And so far, it's not looking like they're getting very good ball movement. Bacon's going to pass it off to number 14, Collins.
Goes up for the shot, misses it. Bush rebounds.
And now the other Collins has the ball for Salem.
No relation.
And she's going to pass it off to Seaver. Severs is going to drive, loses the ball, and going to be called for the traveling violation.
It's the second time she's done that, Alec. She goes in, she loses real estate on the court and just stops, and that foot slides. It's one of those things that when you go to make a move, know what your end game is before you pick up your dribble. Scotty's with the ball, bringing it down the court is Teamers.
And Teamers is going to be on the left. She's moving back. And now Orr passes it back to Teamer. And Teamer throws it over to Bacon, who it's just out of her reach.
Out of her reach. She kind of waited for the ball to show up instead of going and getting it. So
in baseball, we call that just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. I like it. Zy Henderson bringing the ball down the court right now.
So Henderson is at the top of the key. She's going to be met by Teamer. Hand it off
to Lolis. Shot up, miss, rebound. Scotties pushes the ball to Orr, pushes it all the way down to Bacon.
Nice defense by Q Lewis right there.
She found the passing lane, got in the way of Arnold.
That pass was a bit telegraphed, but Q did a really good job of meeting that pass and swatting it out of the lane.
Scores 40-35 with 10 minutes left in the game. Scotty's inbounding the ball underneath their own basket.
Oh, wow, that was a late call. That was kind of late. The play had already developed and the ball had already gone out of bounds. The foul is going to be on number 5, Shaniqua Collins.
Collins to Collins.
Don't think there's any relation.
No relation. First free throw is up and in. 40-36, Salem.
Second shot is on the way. It is up and no good.
I'm going to tell you, the other team is shooting free throws, and I don't hear my crowd with the spirit fingers or anything.
I don't either.
There's been a lot of blocking fouls here on the
There
Scotties.
have
Shaniqua Collins driving in, gets fouled. She gets to shoot two more free throws.
It's going to be 1-1. They're in the bonus now.
Look, I have confidence, Alec.
Shot is up and good.
That's right. As I wave my crystal ball.
Look, I'll call this one before it goes in. This is something that Mike taught me how to do. I'll call this one before it goes in. Good.
I was going to wait. And it was good. All right. Score is 42-36. Salem. But Scotty's bringing the ball down the court. Bacon drives into the left-handed side.
Nice block by Q Lewis.
With a fast break. Oh, Zai Henderson was gone, and nobody saw her in time. Collins fouls Q Lewis, who hits the turf again. I swear she's going to need those volleyball knee pads or something.
Lewis is taking a beating out there.
Just that the Dallas Cowboys are auditioning for some players.
And there's going to be a timeout. This is going to be a full timeout.
So let's hear from our friends from New Expressions.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, just in time for the first warning for this timeout.
And I just found out that Alec Hodges is a Redskins fan, like myself. Hail to the Redskins. Hail victory.
Hey, where's that sound bit at?
I tried to get that one.
Yeah, we've had a rough season. We've had a rough couple seasons.
Yep. There's nothing politically incorrect with the mascot of the Spirits coming in.
I don't think there's anything politically correct with the other.
With the Scotties?
No, with the Redskins.
I find offensive. Hugh Lewis here at the free throw line shoots her first free throw.
First shot is good.
It's in.
What about Scottish people?
I would be upset if I was Scottish. All right, I'm going to call this one before it goes in.
All right, let's see if you can do
Hugh
it.
Lewis for the second one.
No.
It's in.
Oh. It looked like, see, that one was kind of tough because there was hardly any arc behind it, but it was good. That's all that matters.
That's her shot. That was my shot when I was a kid, the line drive.
See?
All right, Scotty's here with the basketball. Teamers passing the ball to Bacon on the point, passes it to Orr in the corner, shot up off the side of the iron. Rebound, Arnold misses the putback, and Hugh Lewis with the ball. Passes it to Collins, who gives it to Lawless, who just barely jumped over the timeline for a backcourt violation. Passes it to Henderson over here in the corner. Henderson goes to the point, gives it to Q over at the top of the key. Into the paint is Bush with a right-handed shot that should have been left-handed.
Bush could really maneuver her body around down there with her size and her height.
But that shot right there, Alex, she's fading away.
Yeah, she needs to go into the basket as opposed to fading away.
And Care Bacon does that with her shot, and that's what got Michaela Sievers on that charging foul where she got a free throw. And that's what Bush needs to do. She needs to lean her body in. She needs to go towards the basket, go towards the defender.
There's a shot by one of the Scotties. It is no good. Rebounded by Q Lewis and is handed off to Lawless. Lawless is going to pass it off to Zai Henderson. Henderson is going to dribble with her left hand, going to go up, and she got it. She's on the floor.
There we go. And the girls are just laughing, having a good time. Look, man, when you're winning by 10 points with 8 minutes and 19 seconds left, This is great. The crowd is starting to get into it.
I have noticed that Zy Henderson has had a smile on her face all afternoon, and that's what I like to see. Somebody who's out there having fun no matter what's going on. And the first shot by Zy Henderson is no good. Punched out by Q Lewis right to Teamer. Teamer's going to go up, and she's going to push off. Charging foul on Teamer.
And the Scotties are livid, but Amos,
Amos stood her ground. Teamer pushed off with her right forearm.
She was standing firm by the time the Teamer crossed the half court line.
Yeah,
met her down at the block.
She was down on the block.
It's like you would have almost thought the Teamer was mad at her. All right, Zy Henderson with the ball. Passes to Q Lewis.
And now the ball is over in Bush's hands, and now Collins has the ball. She's going to dribble with her left, and she got called for the – oh, wait, no. Bush got called for the foul.
Usually I like to call it the makeup call.
Yeah, I don't think it was as effective, though.
Yeah, it never is.
Now Teamer has the ball. She's off to the left side. And the ball is back out to the top of the key with Bacon. Over to Orr. Orr is trying to call out a play. Over to Arnold. Arnold back to the top of the key to Bacon. Bacon to Teamer. Teamer out on the left side. Pulls up for a shot. Give it to her. 3-point shot. Wow. I think that's the first 3-point shot of the game.
That could be a big momentum boost.
Yeah,
Salem needs to really get on the horse here and just take control of this game.
That is the first 3-point shot made this entire game.
Lawless passes it to Collins, who was almost intercepted by Collins from the Scotties. Tapped it out of bounds. Scotties are back, just pulled themselves out of their 2-3 zone. Q Lewis goes in for a layup, passes it out to Collins.
Pump fake.
Shoots.
Nope.
Rebound Arnold for the Scotties, passes the Teamer, bringing the ball down the court.
There was again that pump fake that you love so much.
I love the pump fake.
And there's a wide open shot at the free throw line. And nice pass to Zy Henderson off the rebound. She goes up with left hand, and she's fouled by number 10, Teamer. And I think that's going to be quite a few on Teamer. There's at least 3 on her.
That's right. Zy Henderson at the line with 46-39 Salem with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left.
Wow, that's Teamer's 4th.
First shot is up. Off the
No
front
good.
of the iron. It screams in frustration. Keisha Simpson in for the Scotties. Henderson with her second shot. Rolls in. Extending the lead to 47-39. Teamers passes the ball into Collins down in the paint. Off the fingertips and out of bounds. Salem ball. Now, Alec, all Salem has to do is just take care of the ball and just control the game here.
And there's a nice inside pass. I think it was kind of lost.
Zy Henderson was over here talking to the referee. I think she was a little bit out of her mind of what was going on in the game, and then all of a sudden there's a pass to her, and she just lost the handle of it. Luckily, it went out off the Scotties. Ball inbounded by Collins to Bush to Lawless. Back to Collins.
Collins up with a 3-point shot. No good. Rebound Scotties. Orr is going to pass it to Teamer, and she loses the pass.
Just a little too fast. It was a fast break that was just a little bit out of control. Salem really kind of trying to slow this game down.
And now Zy Henderson is going to fake right and go with the left hand over to Q. And rebound, Scotties off with a 3-point shot. That was a very low percentage shot.
It's a long 3, early in the shot clock. Definitely not what you want.
Especially with somebody like Q. Q is more of an inside player in my book, and I've only seen her play once, and I can tell she's an inside player.
She got what I like to call the big eyes. She saw the hoop. She said, I'm wide open. Oh, big eyes. Shoot it.
It's like there's a guy for Wake Forest. I won't mention who, but he was like 7'2". Anytime he would get a 3-point shot, he would take it.
Arnold with her first free throw. Bounce off the back of the iron and drops in.
See, those are the ones that I can't stand like if I'm playing defense and I see that, I can't stand that because it irks me because I can never get that shot. Second shot by Arnold is up and no good. About the same shot off the back of the iron. It didn't roll in this time.
Ooh, long pass to Zy Henderson, half court. Couldn't get it, but luckily there was a Scotty Teamers was down there, and she couldn't get it. It bounced off of Teamers, out of bounds. Salem ball.
And now
Pass it into Collins. Collins with that three-pointer again. She hasn't hit one yet. She might want to take a step in and just make a basket. Fast break for the Scotties. Bacon passes it to Arnold, who passes it to Orr. Passes it in to Simpson. We have a whistle.
that's going to be on Q. That's got to be Q's second or third. Yep, that's her third. And yeah, the Scotties are going to be at the line shooting 1-1. They are in the bonus.
With 5 minutes and 40 seconds left, scores 47-40. First shot up.
No good.
Off the side. Rebound Salem, pushing the ball down the court. Zy Henderson's got the ball over here at the point now.
And Salem is in
Drives it into the lane. Left-handed layup.
No good.
It just rolls off
wow.
the rim. Rebound Arnold passes it to Teamers for the Scotties.
That would have been nice to have that ball roll in. Keep in mind, Salem is in the double bonus, so any foul that they do get, whether it's shooting or on the floor, they will be at the line with 2 shots.
Salem's really compacting down into that paint area. Looks like they're in a little 2-3 zone, a loose 2-3 zone. Rebound, shot is up. Rebound, Scotties. Bounces off and hits the top of the backboard off the rim. That's the worst feeling. You have a shot, bounces off, and then it just goes over the backboard.
And then you're just like, well, there's nothing you can do about it.
What are you going to do? Well, Salem's got the ball now, and they're going to bring it down the court.
Zy Henderson with a nice between the legs crossover. And she is going to pass it out to Bush. Bush is going to go back out to Lawless. Lawless is going to go up with a shot. It's going to be deflected off of one of the Scotties.
Over off of Teamers, who just bounced it off out of bounds. There's 6 seconds left in the shot clock. She didn't hit anything. So really, kind of like she lucked out of it. To Collins. She's got the ball.
4,
She's got to shoot
3.
it. And she'll shoot it. Q Lewis with the rebound. Resets it. There you go. This is what I've been waiting for. Kill this clock. Collins with the ball. She's about to get a 5-second call on her. Teamers with defense. Collins drives it in. She's like a little pinball down there. Passes it to Lolis over here at the top of the key. Passes it to Q. Is around the free throw line into Zy Henderson underneath the basket.
Oh, that was a good look, too.
Just off the bounce.
That was a good look.
Rebound goes to the Scotties. Scotties with a fast break. Hits Arnold over here underneath the basket. Misses the shot, but it's a foul.
That's going to be a foul on number 5, Collins. That's going to be, that's going to be second.
Arnold with her free throw. Missed the last one. Off the back of the iron again.
And you could tell the frustration. She was about to punch the ball.
Too strong. Lines up for her second free throw.
Second shot is up and no
Also
good.
Off the iron rebound. Salem
saved it.
Alec, in the world of basketball, we call that a good foul.
Yes, it was. It was very good. Keeper from...
Fantastic. Timeout here for Salem. We're going to go to a quick break and meet you back.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the campus of Salem College. Actually, Salem Academy and College.
Over here by the soccer field.
By the soccer field.
If you hit the cobblestone road, you haven't gone to the right place yet.
Donnie and I found that out the hard way.
Don't tell Mike.
Oops. Hope he's not listening.
He doesn't listen to this.
No.
We can do whatever we want.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with 3:54 remaining here in the second half, Salem College leads the Scotties 47-40, and there have been 9 team fouls for Salem College, and for the Scotties there have been over 10. So, with that said, the double bonus is in effect.
That is right. It's going to make it a tough game for the rest of the game here for Salem. Any foul goes to 2 shots. Salem inbounds the ball to Zy Henderson, who's got the ball.
Henderson's going to pass it out to Q. Q's going to dribble out to the top of the key. She's in double coverage. Now Zy was actually triple teamed there for a second. And the foul is going to be on number 24. Or
23. Should be
20,
on
23, excuse me. Siobhan Orr. Now Zy is going to be at the free throw line shooting 2 shots.
Scotties were playing some real pressure double team defense.
There was one point where Zy was triple teamed over here.
She worked her way out to get the free throw too. Score is 48-40, Salem. And the referee has called something, going over the scores table. And we're still all looking dumbfounded at one another.
Oh, the foul. Actually, excuse me. The foul was on Teamers.
Oh, wow. Teamers has now
she's
fouled
fouled
out.
out of the game.
And the crowd's still quiet. Isn't this where everybody goes, ooh, sit down? Well, that was intense. Teamers almost got away with it. Zy Henderson getting to shoot her second free throw.
Natasha Banks is now in the game for the Scotties. Rebound is going to be by Q.
With a double dribble call. A very rare double dribble call.
I didn't see her. I didn't see her pick up her dribble at all.
But here we go. Ball inbound to the Scotties, to Orr, who's going to be playing point guard now that Teamers is out. Salem in a 2-3 zone. They're really going to make them shoot this ball.
And now Simpson passes out to Banks. Banks with a pull-up J. Give it to her. Wow. Off the bench, fresh off the bench with 2 points.
I think Banks likes to shoot it. I've seen her with some warm-up shots just kind of going for range. I think she's going to be the one that's going to try to shoot this team back into the game. Lawless now with the point. Back to Lawless.
Lawless back up with a 2-point J and give it to her.
There we go. I think this shot over here in the corner is the hardest shot to make in basketball.
Yes, I would say so. There's a jumper, no good. Rebound
Bush
by Bush. It's going to be a jump ball alternating possession. Goes to Agnes Scott.
Agnes Scott. Score is 50-42 with 2 minutes and 57 left. 57 seconds left. Scotties inbounds the ball to Orr. Orr's going to bring the ball up to the top of the key. Salem in the 2-3 zone.
And
Banks with the shot. Three-pointer.
No good.
Wide. Lawless pushing the ball down the court with Banks with some tight defense. Passes it to Q Lewis over at the three-point line. Back to
over in the corner. No good.
Q Lewis
Rebound,
gets the
Q
rebound
Lewis.
and resets the shot clock. There you go, Q. Passes to Collins. Collins drives in. Gets fouled in the act. Sometimes I feel like Q and the rest of the team aren't on the same page. We got the ball, kill the clock, and then Collins drives it in left-handed. And she got fouled. But Q had an easy layup to put it back in, but she definitely wanted to kill this clock. Collins with her first miss at the free throw line. I know that hurts.
And it's only an 8-point game, and they have 2:29 remaining. Second shot is no good. Looks like Q has been held down there.
Wow, long pass. Long pass by the Scotties. Got to intercept it. Salem pushing the ball back down the court is Lawless. Passes it to Collins.
Collins up with a jumper. Shot. No good. Rebound.
Rebound Scotties, but as Simpson was falling out of bounds, threw it off the back of Lawless to keep possession. Real smart play and just heads up of where she is and where the rest of the team is.
It was good court awareness and to know that she was right there by the baseline and she was able to throw it off of Lawless.
We are just crossing the 2-minute warning here with 50-42 Salem. Scotty's with the ball, passes it to Bacon, to Collins over in the lane. Shot up, misses, rebound, Q, and now my kind of basketball. You just kind of bring it down the court.
Yeah, you kind of coast right from here. Lawless with the ball. She's going to hand it
Zai
to
Henderson.
Zai. Zai up with a right hand. A little floater in the lane. Give her 2 points.
There you go. 2 points will make that clock go a little bit quicker.
Or now has the ball. She's going to drive out to the right. She's going to pick up the ball up and over. 1-2 step up and give it 2 points. Wow.
It was a real nice jump stop there with a minute and 21 seconds left. Scores 52-44 Salem.
Collins up with the ball. She's going to shoot off the front of the iron. No good.
Rebound to the Scotties, who's pushing the ball down the court to Orr, who has another basket. Now this lead is starting to trickle down. They need to slow this ball down. Collins likes to shoot the ball, but she needs to slow it down. Lawless now has the ball. The senior, she needs to command this.
And she walked. Q walked.
Salem is starting to unravel here in the late minutes. They need a timeout.
And there's going to be a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout.
So let's hear new expressions.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here with 55.5. So there are fives across the board on the clock. And we are here with Salem College leading 52-46. And 55.5 seconds again, like I said before.
A lot of basketball left to play for 6 points. Scotty's with the ball. I know Monet's got to be telling him, use the clock. Kill the clock. Make them foul you. Scotty's with the ball now. Passes to Bacon, who's over here at the point. Passes it to Orr at the top of the key for a three-point shot. Off the front of the iron. Oh, but there's a foul underneath.
That's going to be a foul on Shaniqua Collins. That's got to be her third or fourth.
That's shots now. Luckily,
that's her third.
Luckily, the foul, the one who received the foul was Brittany Howard, who hadn't been in the game, so she's coming in cold, shooting some free throws. First shot is up. Off the front of the rim. There we go. That's one of the things that they need. Kind of loosened up. Here it is for her second shot.
So Howard, her second shot is on the way. Up and good.
And in.
So
cuts the lead down to 5.
Going to be foul. She's going to be. That's the second person you don't want to foul.
Yeah. Zai Henderson now foul going up to the line. It looks like this game is about to get drawn out with both teams on. With 10 team fouls apiece. That was Howard's first foul of the game. We got 40 seconds left in the game. 44.6 seconds left in the game. Scores 52-47. Zai Henderson shoots a first free throw.
There's two people for Salem College that you don't want to foul in this situation. And that's going to be number one being Shaniqua Collins, and number two being
interception by Zai Henderson. Made both free throws. Now the score is 54-47 with 40 seconds left. Scotty's pushing the ball down the court, passes it to Bacon. Bacon drives in on the right-hand side, lays up, misses.
No good.
Rebound, Q Lewis. Zai Henderson is out off to the races. Collins gets the ball met with a full court press and foul by Orr.
And that's going to be a jump ball. That definitely looked like a foul, but the alternating possession will go to Salem College, and it's going to be inbounded to Zy Henderson.
Who's got the speed. She'll break this press on her own and just run past people. Past the Lawless, past the Collins. Collins holding the ball, waiting for him to foul her. Lawless with the ball, passes it to Cube, back to Lawless. Here it is. They're going to try to use this clock. And with a foul.
You got 9 seconds. I think this game's done.
And you can hear it in the crowd. The crowd's excited. The senior's getting fouled, gets to shoot some free throws on their rival at home, kicking off conference play. This is important.
First shot. No good.
Up and off the side of the rim. 9.5 seconds left. 54-47.
Lawless's second shot is up and on the way. Good.
56. Shot clock is off. 6 seconds. 5 seconds left. Scotty's with the outside shot. Is Howard.
Long three. No good.
Rebound Bacon. Off the side of the iron. Misses. Game is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your final score, Salem 55, Agnes Scott College 47.
This is the second win for the Salem Spirits. It's got to be uplifting. You're in your conference now. They've had a tough schedule throughout the year, and it looks like that tough schedule is kind of now you're seeing the benefits of playing a tough schedule when you get to go into your conference where it really matters is when you're in the conference.
Yep, and that'll bring Salem College to 2-9 overall. I will say this: a couple key players for Salem College would definitely be Zy Henderson. I mean, unbelievable, just flying here, there, and everywhere.
Don't tell Parker Southern that you're talking about his girlfriend here.
Yeah, Zy had a good game, and Q Lewis, she was another big name that was coming out of my mouth a whole lot.
Yep, she really solidified the offense, and she played with a lot of wisdom, too.
She did.
I know she was getting beat up down there. Every time you turned around, either Zy Henderson was intercepting the ball or Q Lewis was getting knocked to the floor.
Yep.
And there was one time she lost her cool a little bit, but...
Well, I would have, too.
I would have, too.
If somebody was on top of you.
Completely understandable. It was like they were rolling around in the sandbox.
Yeah. But overall, it was a very good game. Again, Salem College coming out on top with their first win in the GSAT conference, the Great South Athletic Conference. So, well, I've had a good time. You've had a good time.
I always have a good time.
All good things must come to an end. For Donnie Baldrige, I'm Alec Hodges, and for Mike Pettaway, who is not here right now, we are saying adios and see you later.
See you.